Well, hello, hello. Another episode of Ask Cindy Connector Live. Make sure that you follow me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And the little quick plug for StreamYard, make sure that you go to StreamYard.com. If you are a small to medium sized business, you could have a broadcast just like this one. And if you like to comment, please go to Ask Cindy Connector Live. You are also going to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. So both of the platforms marry, and we could actually see your comments. So Terza and I are going to go to the Ask Cindy Connector Live and share to our broadcasts. Small to medium-sized business, you could have a broadcast just like this one. And if you like to comment, please go to Ask Cindy Connector Live. You're also going to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. So both of the platforms marry, and we can actually see your comments. So Terza and I are going to go to the Ask Cindy Connector Live and share to our broadcasts. Yeah, turn your volume down. Small to medium-sized business, you could have a broadcast. I don't know what happened there.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I muted it on the Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I usually do it from my phone. Yeah, so
okay.
So I am Cindy Lee. I am with Ask Cindy Connector Live, and also going to do a plug today to National Day Calendar. I am an ambassador with National Day Calendar, and it is Blonde Brownie Day, and so stoked to be a part and then be an ambassador with National Day Calendar. Make sure that you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. And so this webcast is all about paying it forward. 10 years ago, one of my friends called me Ask Cindy Connector. About 3 years ago, I started the Ask Cindy Connector Live, and I just love sharing what my friends are doing. Today, I have Terza with the Terza Factor, and she's going to tell us all about her wacky watercolors workshop, #fun bucket list. So Terza, tell us all about what you do, what got you started in your industry.
Thank you so much, Cindy, for having me on your show and for inviting me to talk about wacky watercolors. So just to be real short and not take up too much time, but I started as an artist about 9 years ago, just before my 50th birthday. Absolutely fell in love with creating things with my hands. And part of the reason is because I just have fun, fun with it. And along the way, I do get to create some cool stuff. So I wanted to share that absolute joy of creating, of relaxing your mind, because a lot of what I do is I let the colors just flow. And sometimes that works great, and other times it doesn't. And for the wacky watercolors, I'm using a product called Brusho Colors. And these are watercolor crystals. And they come in a whole variety of colors. And what's really cool is when you put water on your paper and you add the colors, or vice versa, either way, they just flow across the paper in really fun and interesting ways. So, and then from those, we take pictures of those, and then I'm able to turn them into really fun, cool projects. So, for example, I mean, here's just, I don't know how much you'll be able to see.
Yeah.
But this is just like one or two colors, but because they kind of break apart in the water, you can get really fun things. And so that's what I want people to experience, the joy and fun of creating. And you can almost get a sort of a Zen-like mode as you're watching the colors just kind of flow by. So I know it's probably doesn't show up real well on camera, but the cool thing is, when my students send me their pictures, I can zoom in on a certain part of the picture, and then they'll make really cool things like scarves or masks or mugs or all kinds of stuff, shoes. So,
yeah, we love the shoes. Those blue shoes that Casey Everhart had in our weekend training last weekend. Those are awesome.
I have a pair coming in the mail to me today or tomorrow. So these particular shoes, I'll show them in a separate video, of course, but they come out of a factory in China. So they do take 4 weeks to get here. But I'm excited to show them off when they come later. But that's what I do. That's what I do for my students. So whatever it is they send me a picture of, oh, thanks, Cindy. Then I go and create something fun for them to look at. And then, by the way, the cost of the class was $35. It's for 2 hours of instruction within the group, and I send you a kit, an actual kit ahead of time, so you get your own set of colors, plus the special paper, plus a few other little things to play with. And then afterwards, when I go create the designs, if you want to buy them, that's a totally separate thing, but you're not obligated to do so. So I'm about the having fun part.
Oh, yes, that fun bucket list. So since we have a few more minutes, we have about 10 more minutes on the show.
Okay.
Want to go through some of the shoes that we have or that you have?
Oh, sure, absolutely. So this page, actually, this page only has like some of the designs, some of those. So there's the dolphin shoes with the black trim and the white trim. And as you might be able to see, you can see where there's a dark blue color on the top and then more of a speckled color on the side. Well, that's really all part of the same image, but broken apart to fit the design of the shoe.
That's so awesome. What is your favorite bestseller?
It's interesting. People kind of go by color. So the blue shoes, all my different kinds of blue shoes seem to sell the best. But right behind them are some of my red shoes. Oh, purple. I forgot. So this one,
hold on 1 second.
There's Casey's, but if you go back, there's those purple shoes. I've had a couple of customers buy the purple shoes. So.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And those are also available in a pair of boots.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which the boots, by the way, are vegan leather. So,
flip-flops. There you go.
Flip-flops.
Wow. So how does it work if somebody wanted to order, let's say, the flip-flops? They tell you what color scheme they want?
Well, they would go choose the design that they wanted, right? And then they would go, when they click on that image, they'd be able to choose the size that they want. And then it gets manufactured and shipped directly to them. The other thing that people can do, though, is say you wanted a different design. You could say, I don't see this design on flip-flops. Can you do that? And I'm most likely I can.
So how about the dolphin design? Do you do that for the flip-flops?
If you want to see that on flip-flops, I'll put that out there in flip-flops.
So how much is that?
Don't know. You have to click on the little thing.
Oh, so whatever it says here is what
yes.
the price is. So it doesn't matter the design. So
no.
$39.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got men's and women. Okay. Oh, so this is the plain one, and you just color it with your paint. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So how exactly does that work? Is that like a pour?
This particular one, no, actually this one was an alcohol ink design rather than a watercolor design. And at the time, the picture I took was not very good. So it's really a smaller picture. So what I did was I tiled it and made a mosaic out of it.
Oh, wow.
So
for the watercolor class, can we get shoes out of it too? Or how exactly is that going to play out? So
no,
we're going to do a tutorial with you?
You do the tutorial with me. If you want me to use your pictures to create a pair of shoes, a mock-up of a pair of shoes, then let me know that, and that's where I'll put my attention, right? Because not everybody wants a scarf, for example, right? Or even a mask. What I've been doing lately for people for masks, some people have actually sent me their business logos, and I'm arranging those on a mask. So,
oh, cool. Let me see the tunic. Is another one that
I will say that the heeled shoes didn't sell as well as the flip-flops or the Van style shoes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at these. So are these you have 7 pages of these.
These are the tunics. I'm wearing one. This one's actually a photograph I took in San Diego. But you can see, so that orange rose there, that's a photograph of mine that I took.
Ooh, I like this.
You can see that this one with people have seen that in my background. That actually turned out to be 3 different tunics because I took different sections to create the design. So the last 3 on this page are from one design.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I really like that. I like that second purple because it's kind of like the theme of my show.
Uh-huh.
That color.
Yes.
That's $88, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. So is there anything else that you would like to say for people to get out to either your website or your upcoming workshop? And when is your next workshop?
Oh, yes. The next workshop is February 13th, Saturday. It's from 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it's, as I mentioned before, it's $35, which includes the kit. Here's what I'll do, though. If you can't make that particular workshop, because the registration for that closes February 4th, and the reason for that is so I can get the kits out to you. The next one is going to be the second Saturday of March. So right now I'm putting them on the second Saturday of the month. Most of the time that's where it fits. However, for people who have a couple of friends who'd like to get together, do a private session, we can schedule another time. I don't have to always do it 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So what special things do you have going on for this year? Like on your bucket list, do you have anything fun planned?
I'm kind of waiting to see where this whole vaccination thing is going, actually. But last year, my husband and I had planned to go to Paris.
Oh, well, that was out.
And yeah. And it may still be out, not just because even as things start to open up, the things that we wanted to go there for, sitting out in the cafe, drinking coffee and going to the museums and stuff, that might not yet quite be available. So we'll see. I want to go to Paris. I want to take my husband to Paris, actually, because I've been. I want to do one of those river cruises through Europe, because I think that would be really cool. And one thing that's on my bucket list, but not my husband's, is I want to go to Iceland.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. So,
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to throw you in the green room, and then I'll meet you in there in a minute.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
And shout out your website to everybody for the watercolors, and also your main website.
WackyWatercolors.com. That's where you go sign up for notifications about my classes. And then if you want to see more of my products, TheTerzafactor.com.
Thank you so much. I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, guys. The Terza Factor. Make sure that you check out her website. You could also find her on Facebook and Instagram. And happy Pay It Forward Friday. Go out there, make a difference, and spread love and kindness. This is Cindy, and I'll see you on the next show. We have a 2:00 show, and stay tuned.